Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm not entirely sure how to don't know what I'm doing. I suck at making videos on the fly. To start off, I want to say hi. I'm Johnny Toaster VT. People call me sourdough just because, toast. Um, I started off streaming back in 2018 on Twitch. Well, that's when I created my account. I think it was about 2017, 2018 when I started streaming officially on Mixer. That was more so about the time when I was only on Xbox, so I didn't have a webcam, no overlays, no audio adjustments, like no music. It was strictly me streaming to a group on Mixer under the name of Johnny Toaster, just trying to create a following, get people to come, stop by, watch, enjoy the vibes. I ended up hitting affiliate on that within the first year of streaming because I didn't know marketing. I didn't know how to reach out to people and figure out what I needed to do. So I mainly just spent all of my time trying to work around a lot of the issues of being a low cost streamer. Like Xbox, $300 at the time, controller, $60, or game with the system, depending on where you got it. TV, I spent 300 on the TV I was streaming on, like a little later, but I think I spent a lot of time using a 22-inch in my bedroom. I mean, the bedroom thing hasn't changed, so don't think that's done anything. I am 23 years old now, so I was 18 when I started, 17, 18, and my brain just took a crap on me. So yeah, I used low income stuff, even though I was working and paid bills and was doing my thing to be a functional part of society, and I ended up enjoying streaming while I was doing that, playing games. Mainly it was Fortnite. I don't know why Fortnite was the thing, but I just played Fortnite with a buddy of mine for 2 years straight. Wasn't very good. I just ended up getting a lot of reactions from people. Mixer's hype feature where they were doing the hype zone. That was a lot of fun. I ended up amassing enough to. I don't even have a script. I just literally have a bullet point telling me what to do. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. Hit affiliate, as I mentioned earlier. God, I'm so awkward. But I just enjoy streaming because it's fun. It allows me to communicate with people. And if you ever want to watch me live, I'm currently streaming at Johnny Toaster VT on Twitch. I also started finally doing like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, a bunch of other stuff more frequently as of the last week because I created a schedule and I'm keeping to the schedule, trying to find time to do a lot of different things. So some of my hobbies are I love video editing. Like I edited for a guy called the MainTuber. Granted, I mimicked his style a lot, and I feel like that kind of hindered me in my editing process and my creative mind. But it was a way of getting some sort of income, which was nice. Not enough to really do anything, but it was enough to pay bills. Like some of the bills that I really needed taken care of. I will edit for other people. I will spend time editing my own videos. I will spend a lot of time for myself. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I have an editing style already. I can just let me edit this video for you without you telling me what you want. Like, that's hard for me. So I have to sit there and look at every little thing and be like, hey, what are you expecting this video to look like? Who do you like watching? Like, I know that's hard for some people, but I just struggle to help other people come up with their creative ideas on how they want to broadcast their channel. The one bonus I do have to say is I do love YouTube content. I love watching YouTube content. So I want to start getting into videos, trying to figure out what to do. Specific editor I use Wondershare Filmora. What is it? We're on 12 now. And that's been my current video editor for the last couple of years. Granted, I'm still working out all the new updates and figuring out what to do and figuring out how their film stock works, because obviously you can like sometimes use their stuff, but they're like, oh yeah, this is subject to copyright, and you're like, if I get a copyright strike, even though I'm paying you to use the stuff, that's a little weird. And then I looked in their privacy terms of services, and they're like, oh yeah, all the stuff you make on here or use through film stock is not for non-commercial use. Like, what are we supposed to use the video editing software for? I wanted to just go through and state hobbies. Why am I rambling on to a bunch of shit? Tell them your hobbies, move the fuck on. Love listening to some tunes on the way. I'm more of like a heavy metal. This is gonna sound weird. I like heavy metal and then I can swap to jazz, and I like to listen to country sometimes. So it all is circumstantial on what road trip I'm going on or what I'm doing. I also lost my train of thought. If you can't tell, I'm very forgetful. Anime. I like watching anime. Anime is a lot of fun. A few of my favorites, and I know there's people that give a lot of flack for it, is I like isekai. So like SAO, Aristocrat in Another World with my smartphone, just stuff like that is interesting to me because there's a different level to them that tickles my brain. Not all of them are good, no. Like, I'm not saying all of them are great. I'm just saying that I am very keen on certain isekai, especially some of the newer ones, just because they're doing them so much better than they used to. I also like quite a bit of adventure RPG styles. I like romance anime, surprisingly enough. I love watching that. I also like stuff like My Hero Academia and some of the more mainstream anime, just because, you know, it doesn't matter what my preferences are as long as I enjoy the show, right? I love sleeping because sleeping is great. I try to have energy while I'm live, but I can tell you this. If you ask my wife, she will say I am always tired. So yeah, I'm gonna say I'm always tired all the time. Or that I'm exhausted, or I want to go to sleep, or today's too rough, I want to go to take a nap, or try to avoid those on stream, but that's me on a general basis. I love spicy food. I love spicy food. There's nothing in this world that gets my taste buds flowing. Like, it's just a bunch of flavor bouncing on the taste buds in my tongue. I know that sounds weird, but you're really weird. Don't do that. You need to do better. Come on, do better. Do better. So yeah, I love spicy things. I love editing. I love studying marketing. Granted, I'm not great at it. Some things just don't click because I'm forgetful. So yeah, those are some of my hobbies. I probably forgot a bunch because yes, they are my hobbies, but I am stupid. Why did I start VTubing? So the main reason I started VTubing is because one, I like the community interaction. Like, I like having people come in and talk. Not because I want a following, not because I want a bunch of viewers, not because I want a bunch of money or anything of the sort. I just want to talk to people, get to know them. I like gaming, so you might as well stream while you game, right? But a lot of people don't like the fact that I'm a VTuber because when it comes to VTubing, you're behind a character, not behind a camera. Well, I mean, you're behind a camera, but you know that sometimes people just have anxiety. They don't have the want to constantly be on camera, don't want to spend the extra money on a better webcam or show their face to the internet, you know, have that chance of getting doxxed in case somebody close to them finds their page. So, like, I just would rather stick behind a character, get that, like, oh, there's a personality here, which there is. This is literally me all the time. I'm just goofy as shit. I feel like that having everything situated the way I do helps me communicate with other people. It gives them something to watch other than just gameplay, because I know that gets boring. It's very hard to watch just strictly gameplay, especially streaming when you don't have subtitles. Like, those like Smitty and Fitz and a lot of those people who don't have like face cams or any sort of webcams while they're playing games or recordings, kind of like Markiplier does and Jacksepticeye does, they still have that interaction because one, they bring out their personality in their jokes, and then they also have their personality and jokes through text. I just think that the best thing for me is to be behind this camera, behind the VTuber model that I made myself. It's to me the most comfortable thing. And I keep looking at the camera and my eyes just like wander way the hell up here. What I used for my model and used for tracking. So the program I used for my model is VRoid Studio. I actually used it a couple years ago when I made this. And I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what assets I could use. I didn't know where I could go. I didn't know Booth existed. I still don't know how to work Booth or find out what's able to be used for commercial use for free as long as you tag the creators. I don't understand. I can't find anything that looks good in my opinion or that would fit my current character. I just mainly used VRoid Studio's basic lineup of things, which back then wasn't much. I think I maybe had for free like 7 options. 6? No. I had like 5 options for everything. Like eyes, nose, whatever. And it was like mainly me doing all the manual adjustments, doing all the sizing, all the shaping, like everything by hand. Like even my Twitch shirt, my Twitch sweater that I'm wearing right now is just something I made while I was just designing everything. I did shading, I did eyes, I did the mouth, I did the lips, I did the eyebrows, I did like the hair. All of the motion tracking's done. Just because Vroid already has that built in. They have the dynamic bones. They're simple, but they work. I have VC face is what I used for like how I'm currently tracking stuff. I open VC face. It's got a filter, but the downside is if I were to show you how everything is, I don't have a lower half. Not because I don't want a lower half, but just because I don't have the means to get proper tracking stuff. And I don't think I know how to work VC face enough to get my full model in there. Nor do I think my full model saved. I no longer can edit this model. So if I am going to do a model, I have to get a new one. And the new program's kind of rough for me. I don't know how I'd go about making a brand new model just like this. I can make other people, like my wife, one, but I don't know what I'm doing at all. Even though I'm new, even though I don't know what I'm doing, even though I don't know what I'm doing with social media. I'm doing my best to introduce myself to people just to have a conversation. Even if it means I take 1 or 2 viewers in the long run over to somebody new or somebody who I'm following, and just try to make sure that they get introduced to the VTuber community or they get introduced to smaller streamers in general or some of my streamer friends. Which streamer friends, if you're watching YouTube, you're the GOAT. Just saying. Will, I'm looking at you, buddy. Either way, I just feel it is necessary to explain myself and explain why I wanted to be a VTuber. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, how do I get bigger? I'm looking at all these numbers. Granted, I being a hypocrite here, I looked at the numbers from last night's stream and posted it on Twitter and Instagram. That's only because there was a significant increase in difference because of marketing strategy, because I went from not being on certain socials to now being on a bunch of socials. So, like, there's a lot of things that I'm learning, I want to learn, and that I need to learn in this process. I plan on posting a lot of shorts, trying to get my shorts content up, TikTok content up, and trying to just better plan for streams. I don't know what I'm going to do in the future, but I am trying to figure that out. I'm bad at planning, I'm bad at setting things up, and I'm bad at content planning. Like, I know people are like, oh, go live with the intent of like, oh, I can clip this later. I can't do that. I'm so confused. I hope you liked the video and that you're more than happy to check me out again sometime. You don't have to stop in the lives. Keep doing what you're doing. If you end up liking the content, cool. If not, whatever. That's your life. You can do what you want, and it just means I need to do better. One day I hope we can all be friends. Yeah, I think for now I'm going to call the video here so I can practice my stupid editing because I stole. Alright, bye!